and I'm happy to reach out to anybody that if you, if you tell me who you'd like me to, I can let them know that I'm on the panel and I would be, like anybody to join who
Well,
worked with you.
yeah.
It's up to
Yeah, like I reached out to Kevin from OT, Corinne, and I texted, I sent an email and didn't hear a word, and I know I have the right number. But you know, anybody you think of, I mean, it doesn't have to be solely people that I work with. I mean, I would love to have Regina Wilkins, but it's like, do I run into a situation of, okay, a couple people from the school haven't even gotten back to me, and it's like, thoughts, anyone?
Jacob, who definitely, besides Kathleen, do you have yeses for the panelist?
Well,
Me and Kathleen, right?
Reverend Dave, can you pull up the document again?
Yeah.
Because Barb, I have people that I've grouped down the very bottom of the screen. There you go. Damiani Kleinman from entertainment, number 2, and then going down.
Small group. We've got Kitty and Marie,
Okay.
Alice Carroll,
Yes.
Joe Brown. Oh, Alice Carroll. Oh, they have disabilities. Are they small group?
Are they panelists, Jacob, or are they just coming?
Yeah, they said they would sit. They said they would sit, Barb. Joe said he couldn't attend, and Alice said she would be there night of.
How about Allie Southry, Jacob?
She could not attend Frida. She couldn't attend tonight, but she would be here.
Okay.
Tommy C's the same. See, everybody is the same. They will. It's a lot of people that'll be there the night of, but same can't attend meeting. But Barb, those are definites that I have now.
So if you count them, Jacob, think of how many people you already have as panelists. I mean, would be 1, 2, possibly 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, and you would be 9 people if they all are coming that night as panelists. That's what I'm trying to find out. Because do we need more, or do we have enough people to work?
Yeah,
You don't want like 10 or 15 panelists and they talk for even 5 minutes at least. There's 50 minutes at least.
Yeah, I say stop at what we have right now.
Okay.
So that's what you have to try to figure out and get, really get, they're going to be there and they're going to be on the panel.
Definite, yes.
If they're the only other okay, Barb, I was just going to interrupt a minute to say I did say something to Nikki Guyberson, and she just hasn't gotten back. I haven't been able to reach her again but I will be talking to her in the next day or so. Do you want me not to? I had already said something to her, but she could be busy, but she's got other jobs, and now that she's the mayor and everything. Do you want me to still try to get Nikki or not, Jacob?
Frida, if you can, and yeah, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot.
Okay. Okay, I'll check. I will double check with her again and see if she's able to.
And then I will. Yeah. Barb,
I think another thing you have to find out from them, what are they specifically going to talk about? Because we
Right,
don't want this people talking about the same exact area of accessibility.
right,
Like we
right.
don't want three people talking about transportation, for instance.
yeah, I'm gonna handle transportation on my own. That'll come from me.
So like Kathleen, I'm not trying to put you on the spot,
Mm.
but like, Kathleen has to be able to tell you what area she's going to talk about. 'Cause
Mhm,
I think we just can't have them repeating the same thing.
mhm.
I think Jacob, and you can give me your opinion about this, that I could talk about really accessibility on the job and the idea that when you got the job in the office, some of the modifications that were made there that made it how, I mean, it would be good if Kevin was there since he was the OT that worked on that, but even just open up the discussion of having him work directly with you to make things that could just, even small modifications that could make things so much easier on the job.
Yeah, I agree, Kathleen.
Oh,
I
there's a
mean,
picture.
maybe,
Mm.
oh yeah, you see my
That-
you see my picture.
Mhm.
And that's with the modifications at the office that Kevin made. So again, I would want to give him the credit, but I like the way you work together to come up with the solutions. And there's some solutions would help a lot of people, and some are very unique to each situation that can make things a lot easier. Just really requiring a collaborative approach.
Yeah, I mean, Kathleen made. Sorry, I have a drink in front of the screen. No wonder you can't see. Uh, maybe do you have his number? Because maybe if you sent something to him that is in more detail than what I did, which I thought I already sent something in plain detail, maybe something stronger from.
I'm not sure if I do have his number, but I'm sure I have his school email. But the other thing is, if he wanted to provide something, even if he gave information to share, if he wasn't available to be part of the, the whole committee or even the event, maybe he would have information to share because he certainly has the resources as an OT.
Yeah, yeah, I like the idea. Yeah. Well, you would know his school email, and I can send you the number that I have. Yeah.
Okay. I'll reach out.
And Barb, the reason Tommy C, the reason why I reached out to him, I don't know if I told you this story. I know I told Reverend Dave this story yesterday. Has a 4-year-old autistic nephew, and he was telling me about. Did I tell you? No.
Yeah, you shared some of that with me.
I did. All right, because sometimes I can't remember what I told you and what I didn't tell you.
We're all like that, but you're too young.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we have such a as Reverend Dave and I have said in several group meetings, we have such a diverse panel because they're coming from entertainment to schools to working in the public as a paramedic to, things that us as a panel wouldn't think of.
I wanted to ask what I missed last week. You were talking about whether you would use some kind of technology, a slideshow, a PowerPoint, because I like for instance, the picture that you just had up that showed how the office was retrofitted to make your job easier and better. And I like to have the pictures because I think it really shows exactly what we're talking about. So I like the idea. And I have a lot of pictures still from that and I know Heather does too, of how step by step you work together to set everything up.
Got a picture of me at either of the desks by chance at Shore?
Yes, I definitely do. At both desks.
At the one at the garage desk where I just watched the door. Well, people came in there. I definitely liked downstairs much better, but it's a story for another day. Yeah, I mean, like this is one, like for those Barb and Kathleen, you were at ACCC. The opportunity to have diversity wasn't even there, and who knows if it was even thought of.
Well, I know I can go through all my pictures from my one lucky year and find the different jobs and activities and the way that it was set up. And I think that if it's possible, that would be a good visual.
Yeah.
Remember
A
last
good real
week,
life example to talk about too.
Right. I think it's important to bring up the fact, and that's why the pictures would be helpful, that some of the solutions are very complicated and some of the solutions aren't that complicated.
Mhm.
And so that collaborative approach really gives an opportunity just to bring out what could be done that might, some things like say Access Link are big problems, but other job related could be a consultant coming in and helping get things set up.
Well, that's what one of our panelists is, correct? Barb, Frida, Kitty is a consultant,
Mhm.
some sort.
Yes, you said she's a what, Jacob?
Consultant, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And she's worked with disabled children that was her career as a school teacher. And she also has a sister who's handicapped. And so she's had a lot of,
hands-on experience.
yes, yes. Yes, she would be excellent. And she has agreed to be on the panel. Mhm.
Yes, she has. She has not had any conversations with me besides a few texts, but that's better. As Barb and I have said several meetings over this past week, at least they're getting back to me and they're not leaving me hung high and dry out in the middle of the ocean.
I just explained to them that people don't answer texts, they don't answer emails. It's unfortunately the way of the world. I think, Jacob, maybe you need to contact Kitty and find out what she thinks maybe she could talk about, so you can come up with a topic for her. Because we have on the job and we have you with the transportation. What maybe would Kathleen Kitty like to talk about? So maybe you need to contact her and find that out.
Barb, I'll try my.
You'll try your best.
Yeah, I'm not being mean, but the last text took like 3 days to get
But you
back.
said she's on vacation. That's
Yeah, she's on. she's on vacation, so I could be a little more lenient because we do have entertainers talking about the structures of buildings, which I wanna, that's a big one, and where else was I going?
You know,
Of course,
Jacob, we're inviting like churches and we were talking about looking at their buildings. We have to have somebody talk about the buildings and accessibility to buildings. That has to be a topic if we're inviting churches, because that was one of the things we originally had talked about.
correct, but Barb, I don't know if I can get somebody to do model floor plans.
Right.
That's a big one. My mom said, don't reach out to Tommy Sykes because they're very busy. My mom said, "Oh, what the heck, Barb? What the heck was that secretary's name? She used to work in Atlee's. I'm drawing a blank."
Terry Steelman?
No, she worked with what the heck? She worked with Mrs. Day. She was blonde.
Gee, you asked me to go back several million years here.
Oh, I got it. I just had it. Pat Davis, her husband. Once I start describing people, it comes out. But Pat Davis, yeah. Her husband, I was told to reach out to. My mom was supposed to give me a contact, but I don't have one now. So, if anyone has any suggestions, I will take them. Just a side note, if we meet before, oh my God, see, I go from graduation practice into a meeting. Before, I will be away on vacation 2 weekends in a row for crew races for my sister. 1 weekend in North Carolina, 1 weekend in Massachusetts. Barb, it's the weekend after Easter, so it's the 21st to the 20. It's whatever opening weekend is, and the weekend after that. So if anyone wants to construct a meeting with me not here, Kathleen, she can hear me, but I'm going to give you guys her number. And if anyone else shows up, you guys can construct meetings, talk to the committee, because I'll be available, but I won't be able to sit in on a Zoom meeting for those 2 weekends. Barb, you're always welcome to FaceTime me any time of day, you know that. Anyone else is too. But I am not going to be around either of those weekends.
What were those dates again, Jacob?
I'll give you them exactly, Frida. I was guessing. Come on. I'm leaving the 21st and I'll be back the 24th. And then I'm leaving Sunday the 30th and I'll be back Saturday the 30th and I'll be back May 2nd.
Okay. Thank
But-
you.
You're welcome, but you're always welcome to reach out to me while I'm away, and I will get back to you guys as quickly as I can. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah, I will be. If you want to have a meeting, if somebody wants to talk to me, I probably would be better reached at night during that weekend rather, because of, yeah.
Yes.
Barb, did you want to bring up your point about food?
We have a flyer that I've been working on and it's going to be almost ready to go. It basically has the title, of course, and, you know, Jacob Hackett, accessibility advocate and special guest panelist, the time, the place, all that. We need Zoom information, which we'll put on it. And I'll have a little bit of a bio with Jacob, not as much as they had on the other flyer from ACCC. But we are going to have a spot for in-person, I don't know exactly what to call it, attendance, whatever, and have them contact me through email or phone, just so we know how many people might be coming. I think that's something we need to go. I mean, I would love to see the Great Hall filled. We don't know. We could have 5 people, we could have 100 people. We have no way of knowing. So we're going to add that. The other thing also that, I don't know, we threw it around the last meeting, but we're going to have some light refreshments. I'm going to say pre-packaged stuff and all, and we'll just have that out for people to have. Just the way we need to welcome them into the church, welcome them to this meeting. We just thought that might be a good thing to do. And that I've already thought about my Bible study. If I say we need snacks, they'll bring them. So we won't have to worry too much about that kind of thing. But I just thought that
Barb?
would be an easy way to go.
Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off. Could we use just a thought? This is seriously just a thought. Could we use like snacks from the field? Like, say if there's a cookie left over from the weekend, not that that would be the freshest thing.
Well, you have to remember Field of Dreams will be going on then. So
Right.
Well, my Bible study, if each one, I have like 15, 18 people in it. If each person brought 1 box of a stack, we should have a lot of stuff. But I know them, they'll be very generous, you know. So
We're Methodists. Snack will not be a problem.
we like to eat. Not worried about that. Well, and plus we know your grandmother will probably do all kinds of things, so we're not worried.
Oh yes, she will. You know, I was over there. I was over there a day last week because my home health aide forgot to show up. Oh God, I ate like royally all day long. She goes, are you enjoying this? I said, yeah, it's probably one of the best days I've had in a while.
Kathleen, she's a very good baker and cook. So if you ever get invited there, go with an empty stomach.
Yeah,
Carol-
right.
Jacob, did you say that there were going to be any other people there with disabilities or no?
Well, Naima, I'll tell you honestly, I reached out to a friend of mine from he's a councilman for Ocean City, had cerebral palsy. I reached out to him requesting his input. And honestly, I think he wants to be here, but he's just too busy.
Mhm.
I reached out. I was told I could reach out to the Atlantic Center for Independent Living. I'm a board member over there. I honestly, as much as I would love to reach out to them, I did work for them around this time last year, and them getting back to me was like pulling teeth, and I know I shouldn't be talking negatively about an organization since I'm a board member, but you know, yeah, I mean, I honestly wish I could. Kathleen, do you have any ideas about, of course, the work program kids that are there now aren't as high as say I was.
Mm.
Do you
I've been
understand?
thinking since the meeting started, trying to think about whether there was somebody else that would make a good panelist that would be able to come, but I'll think about it a little bit and get back to you about it. I have thought of some students, but I think maybe the transportation and getting there would be a hardship. But
Yeah,
think about it, okay?
yeah, like Barb and Linda, just so you're aware, under the suggestion of Pop Up and Chuck Dine, I wasn't told, it was suggested that I reach out to Stephen Jones's mother, who I know you know who Stephen Jones is, and I was suggested I reach out to Lucia Corso's mother, since she is a coach and she's donated tremendous amounts of money, including things, equipment to the field. I've contacted the both of them to ask if they would mind speaking on behalf of the Field of Dreams, and I have not heard a response back.
Mm.
I would really like to start, as Reverend Dave and I have said, I would really like to start forming small groups. I would like to have my first small group meeting next week. Stephanie Kleinman would have been here, but she has I know she won't, well, she has COVID and is recovering. She will be there the night of the event. So, and I know Dave will too, because he's doing my introduction. So, I mean, yes, it's like, and I would like an opinion from all of you on this. I would like to bring someone from ACCC, the Director of Accessibility, since I was there. Barb, would that sound inappropriate if they were there? Not as a panelist, just as a guest.
Well, I think we should, you could let them know we're doing it, and we can get, we could even send them a flyer. But, and if they come, they come, or you could, if you want them there, specifically talk to them. I don't think I wouldn't have any problem with any of them coming. I mean, I
Like,
think once
yeah,
that day, everything went well once everything got started.
yeah,
Having
yeah,
difficulty.
yeah. I just didn't know, but I'll definitely send them a flyer. Kathleen, I asked my mom if she would mind putting flyers in the mailboxes at special services. They'll be sent out. Barb, I'm going to put out, once the flyer is finalized, I'm going to put out a blast on the Field of Dreams Facebook site, since parents heavily watch that. And I've gotten calls that people have been messaging me out the wazoo about register, no, not when's the season start, when's the schedule out.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's a good place for it. I just did a telethon for Faces for Autism. I'm going to put something out there because Reverend Dave knows this. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right and make sure that all bodies and organizations are included. I'm almost wondering for myself in the beginning. Of course, I don't want this to look all about me, but I'm wondering, could I put a picture of myself in the beginning, like when I first started using a wheelchair to say now? Barb, would that be all right?
We have to, I mean, we haven't figured out everything we're gonna do, but yeah, like I said to you the last meeting, I think the more visuals we have, because people, they're coming to learn, but they have to be engaged. And sometimes just listening isn't always the way to do it. Yes,
Mhm.
you have to
Right.
listen, you know. So once once we put things together, then we'll go from there. So any pictures can, I think, could help. I mean, I don't know what the rest of you think.
I agree. I think it helps to make the point. And I think
Right.
definitely is more engaging.
Might even help if you tell all of your panelists to find one picture that represents their particular kind of accessibility that they're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah, good idea. No, yeah. Um. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Like for example, tonight at graduation, I'll just go into a parent went before me, and she started talking about what she wants to see in the future, and it's really a shame they, not just as a panel person, but just as another voice. She wants to see more done with accessible housing, so more can be done. And I completely agree with that. I would love to see more done with accessible housing.
Another thing I just thought of, Jacob, is we need somebody on the computer running all this stuff that we're showing people, running the live stream, even answering questions if people are asking questions. This will be on Facebook and YouTube, so if people are asking questions or need help sharing it, to get your slides up. So we have the people that we have people who know how to do it. We just have to ask them if they're available that night. And if they're not, we need to find somebody who can.
Honestly, Reverend Dave, I would like that to be a job we work on together, because I don't feel that should come from solely myself.
Okay.
I don't like to hound people, but I'm going to get a hold of my small groups that I have written, the ones that said they would attend on Zoom. Barb, I'm already thinking of one person tomorrow. Or would you be available if I had to talk to someone to join me in a Zoom meeting? Are you available tomorrow?
Depends on when.
Okay, I'll see when.
We'll talk later about that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, if anyone thinks of anything, reach out to me. If anyone wants to see Partners in Policymaking graduation on Saturday, visit, I can send you the Zoom link, or you can go on the Box Center's website. I believe it will be streamed there. fun. If, yeah, if anyone knows, if anyone has any suggestions on that floor plan, I can I can contact someone tomorrow. Friday is really out in the wash. Friday and Saturday are out in the wash. Sunday I'm in Margate at Hoops. Tomorrow, if anyone needs me for any rhyme or reason, tomorrow or Monday would well, yeah, would be the best days to reach me, please. I've got nothing tomorrow. Well, yeah, I've got no, I have to write an email tomorrow, but I have time to meet with anyone tomorrow.
Right. So can we recap what we want to accomplish before our next meeting?
Yes, please. And Reverend Dave, you can take the wheel on that one.
Okay. So we're going to find someone to run the live stream and the slides at the church. We're going to continue to reach out to people that we don't have answers from yet. And everybody try to get kind of focused on one particular form of accessibility and ask each panelist to come to find one picture that describes their kind of accessibility. And I think Barb is finalizing the flyer. So we're going to be ready pretty soon to start getting the word out far beyond just the panelists.
Mhm.
And we're looking for somebody who can talk as a panelist about building access. Anything I missed?
Not from what I remember.
Okay. Well, that's a good amount of stuff. So that's a good place to stop.
And as soon as this meeting's done, I'm going to reach out to a panelist, ASAP, possibly two, as soon as this meeting is finalized.
Okay. All right. Well, we're getting there, Jacob.
We are getting there.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's coming into focus. That every time we meet, we're getting a better idea of what this is going to look like and how it's going to be. Snacks. We're going to have snacks. So that's the other thing.
Snacks,
Yeah,
food,
that's the other.
food. We're all not gonna starve. You know, I'm kidding. You all know I'm kidding, but you know, you come into a meeting like this, and that's the first thing anybody's worried about. You're gonna
Yeah.
serve us food. You're gonna serve us food.
You know that old saying from the Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
If you
in the
serve
Methodist
food,
church, if you feed them, they will come.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like we're getting there. We're finalizing some names. We know that a good amount of people already are going to be in the audience. There's no telling how many people are going to be able to watch anytime because we're recording it and live streaming it. So we're doing well, and we're getting close. It's like a month and a half away, right?
Mhm.
All right. Hey, Jacob and I have been talking about this for like 2 months already.
yes, we have.
Yeah.
Barb, I would like her here. She's not necessarily a panelist, but if you could please, if you or Reverend Dave would mind doing this for me, please reach out to the mayor, because she's not always the best at getting. I understand.
Mike, I didn't hear who you said, hon.
Sorry, the mayor.
Tim Horton.
Yeah,
Or-
okay. Yep.
And I would like, I know he's busy, but I said this last meeting, I would like Don Guardian in the audience. When I gave my mock testimony class, he was behind me 100%, and so was an aide. I would like them both there. I'm already, the wheels are already spinning who I might ask for that on help on.
All right. And before we go, did you want to schedule the next one, Jacob? The next meeting that we have together? The next big
Oh,
meeting?
the next, let me do this. Frida, name Melinda. I know you guys have choir practice Wednesday nights. When would you like to do the next one? And if I can't make the next one, I would like to do a small meeting. It won't matter to me. Just make sure it's recorded.
It's before when, Jacob?
Well, when Barb, I'll throw you into this too.
You definitely have to have it the very, very first week of May,
Mhm.
because we're
Sure.
coming down the home stretch here.
All right. First week of May. Let's.
The 2nd of May is a Monday, am I right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a
Yes.
Monday.
Yes,
So
I'll be getting back from Massachusetts that day. But if we
No, I
do
didn't
one,
do it the day you came home. But maybe if we did it that Thursday,
the 5th,
I
The
don't know what the
5th.
date is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 5th.
That's May
Cinco
5th.
de Mayo.
Well, how else would you rather celebrate, right?
Hey, let's have a party. Hey, let's bring tacos and whatever. What else do we want to do?
Right, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that gives us plenty of time to accomplish all those things. I would think and hope that by that meeting, whoever we've got is who we've got at that point.
Yeah.
And then it's time to really narrow down what's everybody talking about and how much time and all that stuff.
All right. Yep. Or I almost feel like I have something. How's Wednesday the 4th? Oh crap, choir. Tuesday the 5th. I almost feel like I registered to take a class that night. I don't know. Tuesday. Oh, just set it as the 5th, and because
Yeah, we can adjust if we have to.
yeah, because somebody just sent me something today for May 5th, and I have no idea what the time is.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Jacob, or are we good to go?
I believe we're good to go. Thank you to all of you who could attend tonight, and I will send a big thank you to everyone the night of the event, because I wouldn't be able to do any of this without any of you. I would be lost. So thank you.
I don't need a thank you. I just need chocolate chip cookies.
Hey, that works. Chocolate chip cookies win.
All right. Good to see you, everybody.
Nice
to
to
see
meet you.
Nice to-
Here,
Aw.
Kathleen.
Nice to
yeah,
meet you too,
meet
Kathleen.
you.